But it's a real help to me because I just don't know. So actually, when I do History of Howard Stern, I want Gary in the room with me because he does make it better.
Well, there are many, many times, that the guys from the tapes team will think, wow, wait till we get Robin to talk about this because it was a particularly big deal. I think in particular, it was like one of those Stuttering John kind of things. Yeah. And they were like, well, what happened when you and John had this fight? And I'm like,
we did?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, that's how I am. It's so disappointing to those guys. Like, my whole History of Howard Stern part is they scope out about 6 to 10 hours to record me.
Yeah.
We could be done in 4 minutes because I go, I don't recall that. I don't think that ever happened. And then they play me the tape. I go, oh, it did happen.
And sometimes I think I have a memory, but it's been disputed so many times, I'm not sure it's the right one.
Yeah, right. You don't know. But Gary's like a fucking maniac with that. Wolf, do you remember the time Amos said, and then you said, and Kevin Matheny came in the office, and then you said to Amos that you didn't want to do it, and he did, and then we went to do the commercial, and Randy Baumgarten was there, and then after Randy Baumgarten was there, we saw it, and they had to give Amos the Rolex watch in order to do it. You remember that, don't you, both? Do you both? You remember that, both?
So he can tell you the history of everything that ever happened.
Absolutely. Ask me a question. Yeah. Ask me about anything that ever happened.
Okay. Tell me about the time that...
that was the time.
Okay. Wait a minute. I know, because these are things I don't remember. How did we get Bill Cosby on the show?
Well, you see, Bill Cosby called up. And he was very angry. And then he got really, really mad. But when they put him through the NBC switchboard, nobody thought it was Bill Cosby. So I called back. I'm always a hero of the story.
I had a trick question that only I knew the answer to, and maybe Bill knew.
And Bill didn't like it. And Bill said, yeah. And Jackie said, maybe it is Bill Cosby. But Jackie said he invented that. So I didn't even know. And then I said, Bill Cosby. Where's my shrimp? I love shrimp, Bob. Feed me shrimp. Gary, stay on topic. Don't talk about shrimp. I don't know. And then Lucas and Jackson, Mary, Lucas Jackson, and the 2 cats and the dog.
And then we got Vizsla.
And Vizsla. And I'm a coach. And I'm going to write a book. I want to write a book about my mother, but I don't want to be bad. I want to be good. Hope my mother likes it.
And I didn't want the cats, but I love the cats.
I'll check with everyone in the family. But I do love cats. I didn't like cats. But then what we do, put the cats in separate rooms from the dog. And the dog can smell them through the door. And after they smell them through the door, you won't believe it. And then we put Murphy in the bed with the 2 cats, and now they sleep on top of his head. Where's my shrimp, Wolf? That's why I know what Howard thinks, because I'm thinking more than he is. It's wild.
Oh, man, that was too funny. Yeah, I want to ask you a big favor.
King's ready to move on.
Yes, now it's time to go.
I don't know, Wolf.
This was pretty funny, but not funny enough to stay with.
Bruce Springsteen, Life Beat, Ross sleeping, baseball practice, pitch of the New York Mets, solitaire. I don't get the last piece of chicken. All the boys get it, and Mary takes the chicken.
You know what I keep meaning to bring up?
Yeah.
Prince of Persia is going to be a movie.
Prince of Persia is going to be a movie. I'm playing it. I'm going to play the movie. And then I used to play the game, and I was really good at Prince of Persia, but Mary didn't like it, because we had the boys, and I had to give them a bath. Wow. And then Amos said, and then you said, and Al Rosenberg said, and Al Rosenberg.
Don't you remember this?
And don't you remember the Pittsburgh Platter boss? The Pittsburgh Platter in Amos's office? Amos's assistant.
And that's another thing. Why? I'm glad you brought up the chicken thing. Why wouldn't your wife put the big piece of chicken aside for you?
Because she loves the boys more than Gary. Because it's
a democracy at there.
All right, hey, King, I got to move on.
Oh, no, I got to ask you a favor. Please, God, please. I saw, I don't want to, like I'm kissing your ass, but I saw Beth last night on YouTube on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, in high def. Her legs look beautiful. But the only thing I wanted to see, you know what I wanted to see?
Her feet.
Oh, God.
You couldn't see her feet?
He's into feet.
I was begging the TV. I said, please.
And by the way, King, I'm going to turn you on. Her feet were extra stinky that night because we had just traveled by plane.
I love it.
You have no idea. And then when you lick them, you can really smell them. They come through.
Wow.
Yeah, they got a sour scent. Oh, I love that.
They are particularly pungent.
The King loves feet.
Sour.
I'm not into feet.
I used to go in the hamper and get, like when I was it started when I was 13. I used to go in the hamper and get dirty girls' dirty socks and put them in my pocket.
You would go into other people's houses and go into their hampers?
Yeah, while you're there, you go into, and I used to